Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to the continuation of our very difficult setup over here. Of EU4, El Dorado, Ile de Belgique, Waffle Wars. Mostly it's internal wars with tons and tons and tons of rebellions that are going on. I'm going to go ahead and try to harsh treatment these Berber patriots just to cut down the number of people we're going to have to worry about right now. Seriously? Seriously? Great Britain and Bamanas are going to war against Toulouse. These are my three allies that are doing this right now. I'm going to have to decline because I don't want to fight Great Britain and Bamanas. I'm terribly sorry, but that's just going to have to be how it is. I will go ahead and try to improve relations with you again. And actually, I should be improving relations with Benin, one of my vassals. Meanwhile, we're going to hopefully finish the siege before they break the country, which is actually a little bit dicey over here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do it. Forward to glory. More morale, sure. You are still going and exploring places. The coast of Rome is going to be fine. We are going to have to be worried about these guys. What am I currently sitting at? 7 of 8. I'm going to go ahead and recruit a new chevaucheur over here. That is a long time. But I think it's going to be a good idea to get that going. We have no money. This start is just so hard. The problem, it would be very different if it weren't for the fact that two of our provinces, including our capital, has a tax base of 1. And I realize, I think you can see that in the randomized start. I don't know, I randomized the tax value. No, you must be able to see the province value when you're setting up your nation. I don't think I noticed that on this roll, because it wasn't like that before, that we got such poor tax base, and we're getting no money over here. Very, very poor. Anyway, wow, this is going to be really tight. We're going to hope to get some good rolls. If we breach the walls, which we actually just did, I think I'm going to assault. We may or not be able to pull it off. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assault. On the bright side, if the pretenders did win, there's actually a good chance that they'll replace us with a high legitimacy place, especially because we have the Regency Council. All right, we finished that siege. Good. These are my cogs. Yes, go ahead and land. Thank you. Get on the boat. Land over here. Recall that diplomat. What are we getting over here? Berber Patriots, 2.6 years away in Agadir. Alright, well, we'll deal with that when we deal with that. I'm not going to spend any more points on them. We're going to go and pick up these guys. I wonder if we almost want to put in some mercs, actually, to speed that along. I don't know. If we lose the Siege of Ifni, it's not the end of the world. We should be able to fix it. They've got their 020 guy. We've got our 111 guy. We won't get the river crossing, which is nice. Let's see here. Yes, we'll wait for those reinforcements. We got 7 regiments here. We're going to get 8. Actually, let's go ahead and get 1 extra one. In the interest of speed, this will be fine because we're still quite far away from finishing the 9th over here, the cavalry unit. So we'll just recruit a normal infantry, which will put us over our force limit by 1. But then we can do a consolidate immediately after we deal with these guys. I just want a tiny bit of overkill just to make sure things go okay. Be nice if we could avoid some advisors. Right now, we're so money capped on everything, and I'm not sure how we start that moving. I'm really not sure how we break out of the money problems. We are getting a little bit of money from Benin, so we got that going for us. I'm going to make sure that we keep improving relations over here. I'm really worried that someone's going to declare war on us now while our allies are all fighting. Interesting. Just get a free ship. Are we at our naval force limit? We're actually over our naval force limit. Well, I guess we have no choice. We have to take this. It's interesting to get the extra explorer, although isn't that going to count as an extra leader? In fact, we've got way too many leaders. I already have an explorer. I'm going to boot this guy. Yeah, we already haven't spent points, which makes me think maybe we should turn our leader. Well, we can't turn our leader into a dude. All right, we only have a little bit more Regency Council left. Thank God for that, because it is tanking our legitimacy right now. And having low legitimacy is increasing our unrest, like, by a lot. 1.7 years in Agadir. Alright, well, as long as they just wait until after I deal with the first set of rebels before they attack. So as soon as our cavalry is fielded, we will then go and attack these troops, and they may win that siege. If they decide to attack me across the river, that would be fine. Our manpower is relatively close to max. It's not high, and I'm worried about what kind of attacks people might lead over here, but... Oh, I think they probably will win the siege. Loading Ifni is done. Just wait for that knight to spawn. Of course, that unit won't spawn with much in the way of morale. You can see it's half full, but overall, that's not really impacting us. And I want to go now, before they finish the siege. Cross my fingers. So again, we're slightly over our supply limit right now. But that'll be fixed relatively soon. Okay. Hey, our new king! Lovely. Excellent. I mean, we still have crap legitimacy. Wait, are we starting to lose? Seriously? Alright, there's a decent... No, they're rolling 9s versus our 1s? Of course. Why? With everything that's going on in this game, and I love how slow these Benin troops are to react. With everything going on in this game, why would we possibly win a battle against rebels? Meanwhile, the Berber Patriots... Okay, well, hopefully we can recover before that happens. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Wow. And it's tanking our money, which we need to conquer things. Siege of Ifni. As long as the Berbers don't spawn and then we have to fight 2 people at once, I think we will ultimately be okay. I think we recharge our manpower faster. Now we're already on even numbers. I could do a consolidate and go. And we still have some manpower. Let's go ahead and give it another tick. So December 1st, maybe we'll go. Oh, lost a royal marriage with Great Britain. Let's go and get that back, please. We have no diplomats because we're sucking up to everyone right now. There we are. They are reinforcing. Well, January 1st. It is. Alright. Autosave and go. Yeah, we're basically full. It's reporting 8, but effectively we're at the full 9. Although they might be as well. But with even numbers and a slightly better leader... Well, no, they have the 2 shock, so I guess it kind of works out even. There we go. We get the 9. They get a 1. Okay, there we go. Makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it? This is going to be such a hard game. Especially the start. Like, the start is so slow. And luckily, the European powers are, you know, smaller than most. Like, could you imagine we'd have to deal with Portugal right now? Like, we do have these guys who can be dangerous. And they still sort of want my stuff, which is kind of bad. Really wish that hostile attitude would go away. Yeah, trust issues. Strength. Have I improved my relations? Basically, yeah. Still improving over here. Can't really make friends with anyone else here because it's the wrong religion. Wow. Why did I choose this start? This start is awful. And we will get some rebels over here in Agadir relatively soon. Hopefully we can deal with them. Obviously our manpower is being depleted pretty ridiculously, and right now we're paying through the nose for our... Oh yeah, we've also over our force limit. Hold on. Maybe... Do I want to be over my force limit a little bit longer until these guys spawn? How far away are they from spawning? Half a year. Then yes, actually, I'm going to keep my extra unit here. We'll pay the extra money. Reinforce them as well, but that way we'll have 9 stack against whatever spawns here, which will be pretty big. I'm just hoping they don't have a leader with any real maneuver, because I don't want to get the river crossing penalty. Now, I could go and stand there ahead of time, which might actually be a good idea. I'm not fully reinforced yet, though, so no, I will wait. Oh, let's move the cogs over here to provide siege bonus. Or at least eliminate the penalty. Explore the streets of Messina. The Straits of Messina. There we go. Alright, it's only an 8 stack with no leader at all. Oh, alright, that's much, much more doable. I'm hoping over here... Wow, we don't actually have a full siege. Which means we still get the minus penalty. That's really annoying. Oh, yeah, we got our... Oh, that was a heavy we had over here. Holy crap. I didn't realize that. Is that what's costing us so much more money? Yeah. I'm going to move the heavy into the Cape for now, but we will be disbanding those effers real soon. In fact, I should probably just disband them right now. I can't afford this. I could mothball them, I suppose. Maybe I'll mothball them. Still not 100% siege. So, wow, that is really annoying. All right, go and dock. You guys, come over here. Need to get that 100% siege. Because I want to finish this and then go clean these guys up. Still losing money. You, be mothballed. Still. Alright, good. This is basically fully done. Let's go and kill these guys, and then we can do a consolidate. I like how Benin's like, oh, I'll come and help you. No, I won't. Oh, 9-0. Yes, that's great. Okay, Benin came just in time. Thank you. At least that lasted well enough. I'm going to go ahead and just grab 2 of these men-at-arms, put them here, consolidate them, which will bring me to 8 of 8. We'll still have to pay some reinforcement costs, but it's not too bad. I'm actually going to go ahead and drop the army maintenance so that we reinforce a little slower, but we won't go bankrupt. We don't have a loan out right now. We have no real inflation. We are not colonizing, which is really what we're hoping to do. I will let my army slowly reinforce. You are there. Here, we need to, rather than do any more exploration, I'm going to get these guys to help protect trade in Safi? I guess in Seville. I mean, we do have the debuff. I'm trying to decide. Because we're collecting trade not in our home node, we've got a minus 50%, but it's a richer node. It's not that much richer. You know what? And we only have 20% control over this trade node. So no, we're going to go ahead and protect trade in Safi. Also, can I get these guys to transfer trade power to me? No. No, you can't do that from vassals. Okay. Can't royal marry these guys. That's fun. Fun times. Well, we've survived a tiny little bit. Toulouse, it'd be really nice to get our alliance back. Although, I realize that, you know, I did break our trust. I understand. Hopefully we'll get it back later. I'm hoping that no one becomes super powered over here. I'm worried that someone like Great Britain will just explode, be super big, and then start to be a bit of a threat. Although I think they're quite a ways away. Unless they get to the south coast, I don't think they'll start desiring my land. Okay, can I maybe not keep getting these heavies? We're already over our naval force limit. You know what? I'm gonna trash this stuff. I can't afford these heavies. Eight rebels in Agadir. Which then gives us unrest. Oh, for not really a long amount of time. I don't really have the money, nor do I want to have. God damn it, this sucks. Let's go ahead and buff this up. Let our morale re-go. There we go. It was the end of the month, so it's really convenient. May the 1st, we'll go ahead and suppress the Berber rebels. They'll land on us. Hopefully we'll be okay. We got a 7 stack. So 8 are going to spawn. We're not quite at full morale. And they have slightly more people than we do. I don't know how long. I think they're gonna I think this event will go away at the end of the month, so we won't get another reinforcement tick. If the Benin army shows up in time, we might be alright. I don't want to lose 30 ducats right now. Okay, let's do it. I guess I could have moved out of the way. That's true. They're rolling 9s, obviously. They've got a 2-1 general, and we're not going to get reinforced in time, are we? Come on, Benin. Get in here. 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 Oh, we won without them. By the skin of our frickin' teeth. Holy crap. Well, we needed something to go right. Maybe I should move out of my own province over here. Provincial unrest, but we do have positive national unrest because we still have crap legitimacy. It is going up, though, because of a few royal marriages, which is helpful. And the next rebellion is still currently far away, but that's because we did have the recent uprising, which affects things a fair bit. May as well keep trying to improve relations with these guys. Last thing we need is one of these guys to declare war on me. That would be terrible. These cogs here, I think what I'm going to do is dock them and mothball them. They're not really expensive. Transports are not. But we'll go ahead and do that anyway. So we are over fleet limit, but it's not really costing us that much. Once we're done reinforcing the army, that cost will go down. We'll start to make some money again. I mean, we've been playing the game almost 20 years now, and we haven't had an advisor just because we have no money. Ah, this is brutal. We haven't been able to do any of our cool overseas expansion stuff. I'm really sad. Let me recall that diplomat. We're still sucking up over here. So, I think, so we can get another 60 from improved relations. And the declared war and was at war and aggressive expansion will go away. So I think we will be able to integrate these guys later on. But that obviously has huge implications in terms of how we're going to deal with the religion situation, which we can't deal with right now. This is actually just like a massively bad situation. Between the culture difference, the religion difference, the fact that we don't have any conversion bonuses. Well, let's see what we can do. Basically, we're going to spend a lot of time at speed 5 here in the early game. My god. Yeah. How's our trade income? Is it slightly better than it was? We're making half-decent trade income. I wonder if it would make sense to move everything. Here we're transferring trade. Transferring trade to a place where we really have no control. Let's just go ahead and collect a little trade. Let's see what that does for us. I think this is making us slightly more money. Excellent. Your current mission. Oh yeah, colonize Marajo. Yes. You know what? Let's get started on that. We can afford it. Ish. Unless someone declares war on us, in which case we'll instantly have to stop. I'm trying to decide if I should move my units over there. I don't have my maintenance up. They would outnumber the natives quite a bit. God, it's all tropical. It does have a trade estuary, which is nice, but the tropical will suck. Yeah, they only have 500 natives. We don't need a huge troop. Oh, and we get the that completes the mission right away. Cool. Insult Luongo. I'm gonna go ahead and take that for just the free military power. It's like the easiest thing to do in the world. Right over here. Send an insult. Bam. It'd be nice to take that territory, but they have too many allies. New mission. Prove legitimacy would be really nice, but that's not really anything we can do other than wait. This is another thing we can just wait for. Here, I'll take it. Let me go ahead and bring the... We have some money in the bank. Let me go ahead and max this out. I actually will go and unmothball this as well. Well, that maybe doesn't matter as much. I'll take the diplomatic power hit. Right now, we need all these like passive modifiers we can get from prestige. So there we go. I'm going to get you guys on here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and drop the entire stack on Marajo. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is purge the natives from there. It costs us 50 military power, but then we don't have to stay here and defend, which I think we're going to... Oh, 1 military power. I guess it's based on how nasty they are. And they're not nasty, but we need a toehold over here. We need to clear them out. Okay, 0 natives. Good. Now, I don't have to worry about keeping the troops over here. I can leave them at home. I can be ready to defend. I can lower my maintenance, which I will actually do right now. Again, I don't like to go all the way 0, because technically this way it will still reinforce. I mean, after you're done reinforcing, you can do it. Growth is 40 per year because of our buff. That's actually a pretty good rate. Well, right now, we don't have many settlers in here at all, so losing 50% is fine, as opposed to losing 50 ducats. But a few more of those events would be particularly nasty. Holy crap in air! Are you serious? Ida, 18. I don't know if Ida, like I'm used to that being a female name. It doesn't say the gender here, which kind of annoys me all the time. 5, 4, 5. Finally, something might be vaguely looking up. But the problem is we are still like really restricted by the fact that we have 0 money whatsoever. It's like part of me is like, should we war just for war reparations? But no, the war itself will cost way too much. So yes, you're basically, we can re-mothball our cogs because they're Their stats don't matter. I'm actually wondering if I should save military... Oh, right. I forgot we got an extra explorer from that event. This guy here. I can't unassign you, right? No. So go ahead and just dock. I'm going to swap explorers because the other one is better. Also probably a little bit younger. I don't really need an explorer right now at all. Although apparently we can't explore. Coast of Cert. No, we don't need to rush any of that. I'm going to fire the older one, who's not quite as good. I love how the explorers have siege. I've argued in the past that this should actually provide a blockade bonus. Don't know why it doesn't. So now we can go back to working on Safi, where we don't get the collect from trade debuff. And that saves us a little bit of extra military points. Okay, economically, how are we doing? We're technically making a little bit of money while also colonizing. If we get our colony rolling over here, we should be okay. How are the trade routes? I guess it's down here in Brazil that actually floods trade in the direction that we care about. Although it bypasses... You see, Safi gets bypassed from the sea one. And actually nothing flows from here to Timbuktu either. It's such a terrible trade node. I should just move my trade capital. Or I should just move my capital altogether. You know what? Can't move our capital overseas. This doesn't count as an isolated capital? Can't move our capital overseas, not while we still have a big heartland around it. Only when our capital is isolated will it be possible. This doesn't count as being isolated? I'm wondering, if we do get all this on the coast, maybe it will actually connect. This might count as being connected by land over here. If that's true, our problems will eventually be over. We will have to integrate these guys, and we will have to take Ducala, which obviously we want in general. We already have a claim on this, right? God, I want this province so bad. What we need is our overseas people over here to stop their stupid war. Oh, okay, they are out of the war. That's good. You are still not quite willing to join me in again. I don't know what moved here at all, actually. They just ate Kandar. I'm not convinced. Oh, no, right. They ate some of maybe Toulouse's bits. I don't think any of that happened. Oh, actually, Toulouse might have won. This was a Great British Corps. So it looks like Toulouse won the war, which is okay. And these guys will not join in. Why? Are they, like, deeply in debt? Bamanas is in debt. Great Britain is deeply, deeply in debt. Go allies. It'd be really nice to grab this alliance. Allied to rival. Yeah. Maybe we change our rivals to Bavaria and Cyprus? I think we're already rivaled with Bavaria. Oh, we need another rival. Yeah, we should get it just for the extra power projection. We're not getting spammed that we don't have enough, which is good. Oh, apparently we can spam insults to rivals for points? What? Alright, Wichita... I mean, no matter what, they're going to hate me one way or another. I guess I don't have to rush to it. God damn. None of you guys have any more overseas? Oh, Wichita. Maybe we'll do that one. And Toulouse, Marathas, Banjar, Bamanas. That doesn't help. But I can get Wichita, since you hate them. Alright, let's do that. We hate each other, so doing this isn't going to make much of a difference one way or another. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. We've survived another video, but this is like mega hard mode that we're doing here. If we get this colony going, since we're not really downstream from them, I'm not sure. I think we won't get treasure fleets. I'm not sure if the colonies will start to pay me at that point. I don't think they will. Yeah, we really need to move our trade node to Seville. It's just critical. Because then the Caribbean flows into Seville. We have to make that. Now, I can, apparently at this point, just move my main trading port. Which may be all I need to do, actually. Shoot, I should probably do that. And then I can focus all my trade gathering over here. And then this merchant can actually help just push trade along here. And we'll have all our ships here. That, I think, is much stronger. I'm going to give it a think. We might do that in the first bit of the next video. Thank you very much for watching another episode, and I'll see you guys next time.